Does sticking to an exercise program feel completely impossible? Maybe you start strong, you're motivated, maybe even a little excited to be on a positive track in your life. And then a few weeks later, maybe a few months later, you find yourself right back at square one and probably feeling guilty and wondering what's wrong with you. And if that's you, I'm here to tell you something you probably won't hear elsewhere. And that is the problem isn't you, it's the program you're on. And I'm going to show you how to fix it. So, most workout programs are going to fail you because they're built on a foundation of things you hate. Does that sound like a winning game plan? Hell no. So, think about it. They're packed with miserable exercises like burpees, mountain climbers, running in place. High knees, they tell you, get those knees up. You know, the kind of exercises you have to do in boot camp. And you know what they do in boot camp to get you to do this crap? They literally have to pay you to do these exercises. Yes, I do burpees and mountain climbers and run in place too if I was getting free food, free housing, and cash hitting my bank account every month. But to sign up to do this stuff for free, no thanks. And these workouts demand an hour of your time or more. You have to commute to the gym and you have to perform at a level of intensity that's just not realistic when you're already low on energy. So the advice you're given is, hey, you need to use more willpower or self-discipline. But willpower and self-discipline are limited resources. They get run down. You can't force yourself to do something you hate forever. And that's where the real problem comes in. There's a hidden enemy that I call exercise avoidance. Now, I don't hear anybody talking about this except me. So when your workouts are too hard or unpleasant, your subconscious mind starts to protect you. It makes you procrastinate. It invents excuses. It drains your mental energy before you even start. And you can't win a battle against your own mind. You've got to remove this subconscious resistance. And in most cases, it was brought about simply by the exercises you're doing. With exercise avoidance, you have no consistency. All of your hard work disappears, and you end up right back at square one every single time. And this is a super frustrating cycle, and most people give up on improving their body, either forever or simply for a time. So, what's the solution? Well, you need to stop fighting yourself and start using a system that's actually designed for real life and agrees with your subconscious. So, for a moment, just let yourself imagine a system where you only do exercises you find palatable or tolerable. The exercises are short, just 15 minutes, right at home. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. And the plan is written down, it's turnkey. So it removes all the fatigue that comes with planning and making decisions while you're trying to exercise. You just show up and follow the steps. That's it. That is exactly what you need. This is the approach that lets you build real lasting habits. It's how you build what I like to call a base layer of strength and fitness, which allows you to future proof your body. I call it a base layer, and I liken it to putting on a wetsuit or a rash guard. Everywhere that rash guard is touching you is fortified. You're not trying to look like a bodybuilder, you're just trying to make sure every muscle group on your body is strong and firm, and the bone structure underneath is rigid and hard. You're wanting to increase that bone density so that you can avoid a whirl of ills later on in life. Things like broken hips, broken bones, things that lay you out for a long time and have your health rapidly spiral downward. That's what we want to avoid at all costs. I've laid out the entire blueprint for building this system yourself in my new book called Future Proof Your Body, which will be available on Amazon in just a couple of weeks. And for men who want a dedicated partner on this journey, my one-on-one coaching program called The Strength Underground is built to implement the system with you for a full year. And you can learn more at my website, thestrengthunderground.com. In there, you'll find full details on the program, including the exact pricing. Everything is laid out in minute detail. But the most important thing to know here is this. You can finally ditch the starting and quitting cycle. You can make exercise a permanent part of your life without hating every minute of it. So follow me on my Facebook page or reach out for more. Send me a message. I give this type of down-to-earth, ditch the hype exercise advice weekly on all my platforms. It's free to join either one of my two Facebook groups. I have one called Senior Exercise at Home for Muscle and Bone Density. Another one called Home Workout Strategies for Men with Low Testosterone and Low Energy. There's no reason not to join either one of these two free groups if you think it might help you. And I wish you all the best on your fitness journey.